Meet Daiana, a 22-year-old born and raised in Yakutsk. It's Saturday morning and the temperature has dropped to minus 54 degrees Celsius. To fight this extreme weather, the heating inside Daiana's flat runs at maximum power non-stop. The radiators are so hot they can burn your skin. Daiana pays about $70 a month to keep her small flat warm. It's a high price to pay, but in Yakutsk, heat isn't a luxury, it's life. If the city's heating system failed for even few hours, 400,000 people will have to be evacuated or they will freeze in their beds. This morning, Daiana realizes she's run out of milk. At minus 54 degrees Celsius, going to the store for a single item isn't a great idea. Luckily, she has a secret stock. Her kitchen freezer is already full and has no more space, so she uses the most powerful freezer on Earth, the world outside. There is an 80-degree difference between inside and outside today, but Daiana is used to it. She bought this at the local outdoor market. There, you don't buy milk in bottles, it's sold in solid frozen blocks straight from the farms. It's not the most elegant cup of coffee, but she will need the energy before facing the freezing world outside. It's Saturday and Daiana isn't letting the deep freeze ruin her weekend. Here, people say there is no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing. So Daiana has planned a full day of shopping and meeting her friends. Before dressing, Daiana weighs only 47 kilograms. Let's see how many kilograms her winter clothing adds. But in the coldest city on Earth, protection comes at a steep price. In Yakutsk, your winter wardrobe is the most expensive thing you own. Daiana starts with a thermal base layer, followed by 2 pairs of heavy thermal leggings, double socks and trousers. Then comes the heavy artillery, padded pants, a warm jumper, a padded vest and a thick fleece jacket. For her feet, she wears traditional reindeer fur boots. Any other material will simply burst or freeze solid. She tops it off with a sable fur hat. Without a thick fur hat, Daiana's ears can suffer frostbite and the extreme colds can even inflame her facial nerves, leading to temporary paralysis. Finally, she puts on her heavy down parka, specially made for Arctic winters. She can never forget her mittens. At this temperature, exposed fingers can suffer frostbite in less than 5 minutes. After layering up, Daiana has added 11 kilograms of clothing. She's carrying nearly a quarter of her own body weight just to go outside. Daiana lives in a typical 12-story apartment block. There is no lobby here. It's just a simple hallway with metal postal boxes where people receive their mail, mostly utility bills. In Yakutsk, entering your home is like boarding a spaceship. Daiana's building has 5 doors in total to keep the cold out and the heat in. Outside, the stairs are covered in thick carpet. It's not for style, it's because at these temperatures, the stone becomes as slippery as a skating rink. The cold is so extreme that it changes everything. Metal becomes as brittle as glass, and cars freeze within an hour. Because of this, cars are wrapped in giant insulated blankets. Even the city's pipes have to wear clothing. Since the ground is solid ice, they stay above ground like giant steaming veins. As Daiana on the way to the mall, she isn't alone. The streets are full of people going about their lives. You can even see kids playing outside with their parents, making the most of their weekend. Locals don't complain about the weather, they just wear more clothes and live their lives. They go shopping, meet friends, and even go to work at minus 60 degrees Celsius. Schools only close when the temperature drops below minus 50 degrees Celsius. Suddenly, Daiana's phone rings. In Yakutsk, a simple phone call is extreme. Screens don't respond to thick mittens. Daiana must use her bare hands. The moment her skin hits the air, it begins to freeze. Within seconds, her fingers go numb and a sharp, stinging pain sets in. This is why you rarely see phones on the street.
Кампытымон 5 минуты болла, он эдел битаңомун блин иттекире, карагым, едехем, ембартатомна. Все, он натытахана, я как будто уже не чувствую.
Daiana heads to the mall to warm up and look for new winter clothing. Her first stop is a shop specializing in traditional handmade reindeer fur boots. Each pair is beautiful, decorated with traditional beaded patterns and ornaments, and they are the only boots that let you walk all day without losing your toes.
Она длинные стороны колена как будто чуть-чуть прикрывает, и тоже тепло здесь.
But they are not cheap. A high-quality pair costs $800. Daiana looks at her savings and decides that her old boots will have to last for one more year. Daiana also wants a new winter jacket, as she has been wearing her current one for many years. In this climate, you can only wear jackets made for Arctic winters. She finds a model for $550, but even these high-tech jackets are not warm enough. In Yakutia, a fur coat is the only thing that keeps you truly warm, but it's a luxury that many people cannot afford. A basic coat starts at $2,000, while a premium sable coat can cost $30,000. It's a lot of money, but when the air is trying to freeze you, people will spend every cent to stay warm. For Daiana, the search continues, balancing her savings with the high cost of surviving in the coldest city on earth.
Так, сейчас будет хамай ханала, хамай кемстиля. Это у нас соболиная шуба идет. И цена у нас здесь 983 800 рублей.
To the outside world, these prices seem crazy. But in Yakutsk, your life depends on what you wear. A full winter outfit can easily cost over $2,000. For a student like Daiana or an average worker earning $1,000 a month, a winter outfit costs several months of their salary. Most people can't buy everything at once, so they have to plan and save ahead. Here, people don't save for the latest gadgets or luxury vacations, they invest in their winter clothes. These are long-term investments that must last for the next 10 years. When the temperature drops below minus 45 degrees Celsius, the city disappears into an ice fog. The air is so dense that every sound feels sharper. You feel like you have landed on Mars. In this cold, everything freezes. Even boiling water turns into ice instantly. But this planet is dangerous. At minus 54 degrees Celsius, every breath shocks your lungs. You only have a 15-minute window to be outside. That's the limit. After 15 minutes, you must find a heated building to warm up. If you don't, frostbite sets in silently. Your skin turns white, you lose all feelings, and you can lose your nose or fingers before you even realize it's happening. After looking around the shops and carrying 11 kilograms of winter clothing all morning, Daiana is exhausted. Just walking in her heavy layers is a massive workout. To survive the afternoon, she needs a heavy meal. In Yakutsk, these canteens are a local secret. They are the best places to find a hearty homemade meal for a lot less than a restaurant. It's fast, tasty, and the favorite spot for everyone during their break. Daiana picks out a classic Russian potato salad, a bowl of deep red borscht, and a main course of rice with chicken curry. The total for this entire feast is $9. Do you think $9 is cheap for a lunch like this? And how much would you spend in your country? Let me know in the comments.
Minhän bittim onna haamoi höbläitä ahlon pois. Minhän bihan pois. Onna ahot träffins vi varken mies vai.
While the canteen is perfect for a quick, affordable fill-up, Yakutsk also has a trendy side. For her afternoon coffee and dessert, Daiana heads to one of the coffee shops. There are hundreds of restaurants in Yakutsk offering everything from Japanese and French flavors to the most popular Asian cuisines, including Chinese and Korean. The prices here are much higher than in canteen. Main dishes are around $10, salads average $9, and a cup of coffee is $5. Daiana orders a large latte and a slice of cake. The total price is $10. It feels like the car is jumping. She enjoys her coffee. That's why Sahaya always keeps a pump in the car to fix it. Driving a car here is a huge challenge, and it's even more challenging for a woman. To keep the car alive, Sahaya has to maintain it constantly. Like most drivers, she has insulated her car with a double-pane glass and thick felt under the hood. To prevent the engine from freezing solid, she has to leave her engine running all the time. It's a big expense, with fuel costing $3.50 per gallon, and you use a lot of it just to sit still. Driving in this cold is also very dangerous. Visibility is almost zero. Sahaya has to navigate the city mostly by memory. To save the car's engine, Sahaya now uses a portable insulated garage. It's a massive quilted blanket that keeps the engine warm, so a timer can turn the engine on and off automatically instead of running all the time. Dragging this heavy cover over the car every time she parks is also exhausting. It weighs almost 20 kilograms, and doing it every time you park for shopping or visiting friends is draining. It's physically exhausting for anyone, even for men, let alone for a woman in the freezing cold. As she enjoys her coffee, Daiana opens the Azar app. It's her favorite way to make new friends and practice her English at the same time. With just one click, she can talk to people from all over the world and have a great time. It makes her coffee break much more exciting.
My name is Daiana.
Wow, your name is so nice.
Thank you.
Are you Korean?
No, I'm a Yakutian. Yes, it's my sister.
You're Chinese?
No Chinese. Yakutia.
You look like Chinese.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Wow! Yes, this is so nice. Can I go there? I like it. Can I go there? You're so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I love your teeth.
Oh, thank you.
If you want to find Daiana or just chat with people from different countries, download Azar using the link in the description. You can also search Azar on YouTube to see more creators using it. After her coffee break, Daiana goes to see an old friend. Her friend lives in a classic Soviet-era brick apartment block built in the 1960s. These buildings were never meant to be permanent. They were designed as a quick fix during the post-war housing crisis. They were cheap and fast to build. Entering these buildings is like stepping back in time. Like every building in Yakutsk, there is a mandatory double door system, a heavy outer door and an inner iron one to trap the warmth. There are no elevators here, which is why these blocks are low-rise. Under the rules, any buildings over 5 floors was required to have an elevator, but that made construction too expensive. To save money, they kept them short. Today these flats are still popular for locals because they are right in the heart of the city. The kitchens in these Soviet flats are tiny and the entire apartment is only about 320 square feet. There is no separate bedroom, instead the living room does everything. It's where you eat, study and sleep. The bathroom is just as compact, squeezing the bath and toilet into one small room. It's a tight fit, but it's cozy and in a great location. Daiana's friend pays $520 a month in rent. It's not cheap, but it's much cheaper than the newer buildings. Daiana and her friend are both they bring a taste of the warm thaws to our frozen city, filling small shops with colorful produce from their country.
Вот это вот 519, 510 стоит.
For Daiana's basics, milk, bread, eggs, sausage, pasta and some fruit, the total is $38. A simple bag of groceries here can cost as much as a nice dinner out. It's 6 p.m. now and it's the busiest time in Yakutsk. Everyone are rushing to back home. Daiana is exhausted. Carrying 11 kilograms of clothing and 2 heavy bags of groceries is a struggle. She calls her sister Sahaya for a ride. While Sahaya was waiting for Daiana, she faced a problem every driver here knows. Her tires are losing air and turning square. In Yakutsk, the rubber becomes so cold and brittle that it loses its shapes and its seal. If you drive like this, it feels like the car is both chasing their dreams of becoming lawyers at the local university. You might wonder why they don't move somewhere warmer to build their future. While they could easily move away, Daiana and her friend prefer to stay in Yakutsk. Despite the extreme cold, Yakutsk functions like any other modern city. It's a busy hub driven by the region's massive mining industries and a growing IT sector. It feels much less isolated than you would expect. While locals have adapted to the climate over generations, Yakutsk also has a few foreign students studying here. I decided to ask them what it's like for them to live in the world's coldest city.
When I landed here at the airport, what I saw was white. The whole city was white. It was very strange because in Africa is either green or brown.
My first impression is the Yakutsk very cold. This cold is not normal cold. It's horrible cold, terribly cold. Very, very cold.
When I was coming here, I was told that the city is very cold and it cannot be explained. So I think I prepared for the worst. But it's really cold. It's very cold.
We must put on thick clothes and put on very thick. Only us can export. 需要的。
I came with the warmest clothes in Africa, the warmest clothes I could find. But over here, it was just like simple shirts. So the following Sunday, someone from church saw me and said, "This is not very cold. This is not very warm." So they bought this for me. I think I'm very lucky. Like I said, it's part of what I said. People here, they are very friendly.
Several months I never see star. I never see blue sky. I like star. I like blue sky, but the fog make me lazy and I don't go out.
Life is very good here, especially for someone who came from Africa, because we have issues with infrastructures and basic amenities like electricity. And funny enough, I like this place because over here, the people, they are very interactive. There is nothing like racism. People love foreigners here. They love black people.
My favorite thing is I can make many friends from different countries. For example, Korean, for example, Yakutsk, for example, Russian, for example, Africa. Daniel, Vlada is my friend. I like play with them very much.
It's getting late and the sun has already set. Before heading home, Daiana stops for groceries. She needs fresh milk for her coffee and wants to pick up some fruits. In Yakutsk, fresh produce is a real luxury because almost everything must be flown in from thousands of miles away. Eating healthy comes at a high price. Grapes cost $6 a kilo and 100 grams of blueberries are $3. If you want a treat like a small pack of strawberries, it will cost you $32. Most of the fruit and vegetable shops are run by traders from abroad. They bring Now Daiana is back home, but despite the brutal weather outside, she refuses to just sit and stay at home. Today is Saturday, and that means she is heading out to a bar to meet her friends. People in Yakutia don't hide away. Yakutsk has a massive cultural life. There are theaters with local actors putting on new shows every weekend, museums, local famous singers, and a huge movie production industry. Yakutian cinema is so big that there are always new local movies. Daiana wants to look her best tonight. She chooses a stylish dress and high heels. She doesn't need as many layers this time because her sister is driving her directly to the door. In Yakutia, women usually have two versions of themselves. During the day, they are hidden under thousands of layers. But for a night out, just like women anywhere else, they want to feel elegant. But here, beauty is a battle. Walking in heels on a solid ice is a skill only women in Yakutia have mastered. After only a few minutes outside, Daiana feels her metal earring starts to bite. The frozen metal feels like a burn against her skin. It's a stinging pain every woman here knows by heart. Despite the extreme weather, the city is alive. The restaurants are trendy, the bars are always busy, and the nightlife doesn't care what the thermometer says. It's been a long day in the freezing cold. Despite the weather, life in Yakutsk goes on, with people going out and enjoying their weekends just like anywhere else, proving that even in the coldest city on earth, life is still full of energy. Thank you for watching, stay warm, and see you in the next video.